These days, the key success factor is all about becoming more localized one way or the other. Even for small and medium-sized enterprises, it's important to put some local presence in place and not rely only on your external partner to run the business for you. So I always like to say even a one-man and the dog office somewhere is better than having nothing and simply relying on somebody external.
Doing a few things well. I think if I look at New Look's experience, we went into China 3.5 years ago. We now have 145 stores there. It's doing it well. It's picking a few things, really setting yourself up, really engaging with everybody in the organisation, really committing to it, recruiting a good local team, adding the best of your talent to it. So doing a few things well, rather than scattergun, trying to plant a flag everywhere.
I really think it's important that international businesses really think locally but have that global consistency. I think it's really important that their overarching messages are consistent and that whether it's product or whether it's service, it's really true to them how they appear. But they have to be local, they have to think locally, have the local connections, understand the local culture, and be able to take that global message, product, service and bring it down to the local level so that it's really meaningful in the local market where they're trying to be successful.
It's the obvious one really, is proper planning. I think all too often we see businesses who dive into an international expansion strategy without really thinking about what they're trying to achieve, why it is that they think their business should be international and where their customer base is. And I think whenever you go international, one has to remember that it's a big commitment, both in terms of time and money, and getting it right, therefore, is absolutely critical. So choosing the right structure, the right approach, the right country to go into is really all part of a successful strategy.
From what I learned tonight, it sounds like it's understanding your customer. So wherever you are, you need to understand who your customer is and why they're buying your product or your service. And then making sure that you adapt your product or service from how you sell it in your home market to the new market that you're moving into.
I think the cornerstone of a successful international business is to have a service that people want to buy. So it's being able to define what it is that you're selling and to be able to attract people who want what you're selling. In our case, that's digital strategy, digital transformation, understanding where the world of digital is going, and I think that's fairly global in as much as what we do here in the UK can be transferred to other markets internationally across Europe and the rest of the world. So I think the fact that we've got that fairly well established in the UK gives us a good market to then go and talk internationally about those issues and those opportunities.